Hope everyone's doing well. My name is EQ and welcome to Stockaholics. Today we're going to be going over a fun one. We're going to be going over shorting the market. Add a whole new weapon to your arsenal if you don't know how to short the market already. That's half the game, so you can trade like the banks would and catch skyscrapers falling down, especially when you're in a choppy market or how the market is now. We could go back down to 19,000, we could go up to 60,000. No one really necessarily knows. We're all riding the same wave, so it's always good to know another way to trade. But for this video, we're going to be going through KuCoin, which is going to be one of the only ways that you'll be able to short the market if you're in the United States. And this tactic is going to work for anyone that's outside of the US. Now, if you're outside of the US, you could also use Binance and you'll be able to do shorts and stuff like that. So the first thing you want to do is go to KuCoin.com, go ahead and set up your account, do everything you got to do. You don't have to fill out the second form of KYC. You just have to get a level 1 verification. Then you can send money into your wallets or deposit with your debit card or do anything like that. KuCoin is my platform and exchange of choice. I'm going to throw my referral link in the video and in the comment section as well. Feel free to use that. We'll both be getting rewards for that, so appreciate you. Now, once you go through and create your account, you're going to want to go to derivatives on the top and you can go to Futures Lite, but I like to use Futures Pro. It's a little bit easier, ironically enough. Now, when you get to KuCoin Futures, it's going to look something like this. You might have to accept some sort of statement or something like that. Don't worry about it, just fill it out and make sure you put money into your futures account and your assets, and then you'll be ready to go. So let's say because we saw that price has been going up the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days and we haven't seen any red days in almost a week. There's a potential red day in sight. Let's say we thought it was today or tomorrow. We could start to put our short in on Bitcoin, for example. Now they have a massive list of projects you can choose from: Ethereum, ADA, Matic, you name it, that's probably on here. So we're going to want to do for the test run, we're going to put a place order through market, which means it's going to buy at the exact value that the market is holding it instead of actually waiting for a buy limit. You can do either one, but for the sake of the video, we want to get in as fast as possible. Now let's say we put 0.001 Bitcoin. It's going to cost us around 36 USDT, and that's with a one-time leverage. Now you can see when I move the leverage to ×2, for example, or ×3, this cost is going down, so the ×2 is going to be half that value. That's because when you're doing leverage, you're borrowing someone else's money, but when you're doing that, you're adding risk so you can liquidate these trades. So I never really go anywhere over 10. Most of my trades are at 5 to 8 if I'm feeling very confident. Now, there are some people that get crazy and you can go up to 100, but I definitely would not recommend that. I think at 100, price only has to drop 1% for you to liquidate your entire value of your trade. So make sure you're trading responsibly, because it's really easy to lose your money if you're not trading right and not trading responsibly. So for this trade, we're going to go with a ×4. So it's only going to cost us around $9. So once you have all of this set and you have your leverage ready, you would want to hit sell and short. And then it's going to ask you if you want to sell, hit sell. Now, once the order fills, you're going to see it down here. Let me move my screen. So you'll see the order on the bottom. It's going to be red because that means it's a short. Now it's going to show you the value of the trade, your entry price, your mark price, which is another value of the entry. You can go through here and it'll tell you exactly what it means. So it's the unrealized P&L calculation, and your liquidation price is going to be 43,281. So if price does go all the way up to here, you would lose your entry price. And the main part of this, and an important part for risk management, is if you want to add a stop loss or a take profit, you can go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to go back and from up here, let's put it at, let's say 42,000. So we're going to add our stop loss at 42,000. I like to use mark price. Mark price is a little more accurate. Sometimes if you use the last price, you can get caught up in a trade and it won't actually close you out. So this is telling me that if price does get to 42,000, it's gonna trigger my stop loss, and I'm gonna be losing $6 on the trade. Now it is a small amount, and the trade is only $9. But keep in mind, if you're doing a larger trade, if you're using $100, $200, for example, and you have more leverage, the further that you put that stop loss, the more you're gonna end up losing. So from here, you're gonna hit confirm, and that's gonna add a stop loss on this trade. So now we've loaded a stop loss. I usually don't trade with a take profit. I like to use a trailing stop loss. If you want to learn more about those, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be releasing a lot more educative content these next couple weeks. And if you want to learn on why I chose this certain stop loss point, why I decided to choose a sell in this position, anything like that, please join our Discord group. I'll throw the link in the description. We're going to leave this trade open just to see what happens because there's not really that much risk involved in this. The most I'll be losing is $5, and I think we'll be okay with that. And that's a big thing with all these trades, that you want to take out as much risk as possible while giving yourself an opportunity to make the money that you want to be making. And you also don't want to be capping yourself. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, throw a like on this video, come join our Discord group, and let's keep making money.